Chapter 1. The bargain no mother should have to make. Rain had been falling over the sprawling neon city of Varelia for 2 days straight, turning the streets into rivers of reflected lights. The people moved fast here, faces hidden under hoods, eyes down, each step taken with the guarded precision of those who knew the city could swallow them whole. Seraphim was no different except for one detail. She wasn't human. Her skin glimmered faintly, the way silver silk catches light. Her eyes, large and crystalline, shifted color with her emotions. Tonight they burned an anxious gold. Her long, tightly braided hair was soaked, clinging to the back of her neck as she pushed through the crowd. The address in her hand was scribbled in human script. A name followed it: Cale Moran, a human investigator. She had no reason to trust him. Humans in Varelia were either too afraid to cross species lines or too eager to profit from them. But she had no one else left to turn to. Her daughter Leora had been gone for 9 days. 9 days since she had vanished from the safe sector gates, on her way back from the learning halls. The city authorities said she had likely run away. Seraphim knew better. Leora was only 12, still clumsy with her wings, still afraid of the dark. The door to Cale's office was up a narrow stairwell that smelled faintly of rust and old coffee. She knocked once, twice. A voice called from inside, low and wary. "It's open." Chapter 2. A Stranger's Eyes. Cale Moran was taller than she expected, all sharp lines and quiet edges. He wore a dark coat, unbuttoned, his holster visible at his side. His hair was dark, cut short, and his eyes, human brown, watched her with the detached caution of someone who'd seen too much. "You're Seraphim," he said, more statement than question. "Sit." She stayed standing. "I was told you can find people." "I can try," he said, leaning back in his chair. "But I don't take charity cases." "This isn't charity," she said, her voice low but unwavering. "My daughter is missing. I have something you'll want in exchange." He arched a brow, interest flickering behind his guarded stare. "And what's that?" Seraphim reached into the folds of her damp coat and drew out a small, crystalline vial. Inside, liquid shimmered in shifting colors: gold, violet, deep blue. It pulsed faintly, as though alive. Cale's expression changed instantly. He knew what it was. "Starfall essence," he said slowly. "Pure. It's worth more than money to the right people," she said. "And I have more. Enough to make you rich. If you find her." Cale's fingers tapped the desk. "Where'd you even get this?" "It's mine," she said sharply. "From my own bloodline." Chapter 3. The first clue. Cale didn't usually take cases involving other species. It was complicated. The city was already a powder keg of human-alien tension. Poking around too much could get you killed in alleys no one bothered to name. But the vial on his desk was worth more than his yearly income, and the desperation in Seraphim's eyes was something he couldn't shake. He opened a small folder. "Tell me everything you remember about the night she disappeared." Seraphim sat, folding her damp wings close. "She left the hall at 1842. She should have been home by 1900 hours. She didn't make it." Cale jotted notes. "Friends. Enemies." "She was a child," Seraphim snapped, then softened. "Quiet. She liked to sketch the city from the roof. No enemies. But there's something else." She hesitated. "Go on," Cale prompted. "There have been whispers," she said, "about collectors. They take young ones with rare traits. My daughter's wings are patterned, silver and black. They say collectors sell them to private buyers, off-world." Cale leaned back, jaw tightening. "That's not a rumor. I've seen it happen." Her eyes hardened. Then you know why you must help me. Chapter 4. Into the underlayers. The trail began in the underlayers, a sprawling maze beneath Virilia where rainwater dripped endlessly from pipes overhead, and every shadow could hide something dangerous. Kale moved ahead, scanning the alleys while Seraphim followed close. The air smelled of oil, damp concrete, and something faintly metallic. A contact of Kale's, an information broker named Rin, met them in a narrow side tunnel. His cybernetic eyes glowed faintly as he looked Seraphim over. Pretty one like that. Yeah, I've heard, Rin said. Kid with patterned wings. She was spotted 3 nights ago. Got sold to the hollow market. Seraphim's stomach clenched. Where is it? You don't want to go there, Rin said, almost sympathetic. They don't just sell goods. They sell people. The kind of buyers they get. We're going, Kale cut in. Where? Rin sighed, then passed over a small chip with coordinates. Don't say I didn't warn you. Chapter 5. The Hollow Market. It was nothing like Seraphim had imagined. The Hollow Market was not a single building. It was a hidden district, lit by cold, shifting lights. Stalls and cages lined the streets. Traders called out their wares in a dozen different tongues, and the air was thick with the scent of incense and fear. Kale kept his coat collar high, his hand never far from his weapon. Stay close. Her wings pressed tight to her back. Seraphim scanned every face, every shadow. Then she saw it, a flash of silver and black behind a chain-link partition. Leora! Her voice cracked. The girl turned. Her small face was pale, her eyes wide with disbelief. Mother! Seraphim started forward, but Kale's hand caught her arm. Not yet. We can't just rush in. A tall, reptilian merchant stepped forward, barring the way. You're looking at my most valuable piece. Not for sale. Seraphim's voice trembled with rage. She's not a piece, she's my daughter. Blood ties mean nothing here, the merchant said coolly. Unless you can outbid my current buyer. Chapter 6. The Offer. Kale's eyes flicked to Seraphim. The Starfall essence. She hesitated. If I give it to him, it could. It's the only way without starting a fight we can't win, Kale said low. Seraphim stepped forward, pulling another vial from her coat. The merchant's gaze fixed on it instantly, greed sparking in his slitted eyes. I'll give you this, she said. Pure essence, worth more than any credit sum. The merchant leaned forward, tasting the air. 2 vials, he countered. 1, she said sharply. And you release her now. The merchant considered, then slowly nodded. Chapter 7, The Turn. But as soon as the cage door opened and Leora stumbled into her mother's arms, a heavy clang rang out behind them. Gate slamming shut. Kale spun, hand on his weapon. It's a trap. From the shadows, armed guards emerged, human and alien alike. The merchant smiled. Thank you for the essence. Now we'll take the rest of what you have. And the girl again. Seraphim's heart pounded. You swore. I lied. Before the guards could close in, Kale drew his weapon, firing a precise shot that shattered the merchant's glowing wristband controls. Sparks rained. Seraphim grabbed Leora's hand and ran. Chapter 8, Flight Through the Market. The hollow market exploded into chaos. Shouts, panicked traders, the clatter of metal as stalls were overturned. Kale covered their escape, moving with a soldier's precision. Seraphim's wings unfurled despite the cramped space, giving her bursts of speed as they darted through alleys. Leora clung to her, sobbing quietly. By the time they reached the edge of the market, Kale was breathing hard, a shallow cut bleeding across his cheek.